everything doing? I am going to wait a little bit before I start talking. But I see, Nick, I see that you're already here. Thank you. Wow, since I did this, I figured I'd try it again. Oh, 22s. How you doing, Patrick? How you doing, Case? How you doing? I was rushing to get here at 7. My wife got home a little late, so I was hurrying. I don't know, how can you guys hear me? Because I have my earbuds in, and I don't actually think these pick up sound, which sucks. So I think it's all coming from my phone. Yeah, Patrick, doing very good. Very busy. Good busy, which is great. To be honest, capacity-wise, pretty much filled. To be honest, power is pretty much filled. Summer sucks because every machine's pulling an extra 100, about 5% watts, give or take. It's 150-ish, 200 watts. Every machine's pulling extra. And so, we don't want to push it too much. So that was kind of the main thing. Yeah, so we're pretty close. I would say only like 20, 30 miners. I don't want to get too many more than that. Anacon, how you doing? Mass Boost, yeah. Can you guys hear me? That's the main question. I haven't got an answer to see if you guys can actually hear me or not. Yeah, it's pretty loud. I don't want to be in the container because you guys couldn't hear a word I said if I was in there. So, yep. Okay. Good. I don't think my earbuds work. I don't know why. I listen to music through them. I make phone calls, but for some reason YouTube doesn't like it. So, yeah. Yeah. No, getting loud, getting pretty filled. You guys can see we changed the filter last night. So we put a brand new filter on there. We were hoping not to have to do that. We've changed it, I don't know, 3 weeks, a month ago. We were hoping not to change it again, but it got so hot here the last week or so, and the filter gets dirty. 7 out of 10, a lot of background noise. I can hear you decently enough. Yeah, that's why I'm not inside there. If I was inside there, it'd be awful. But I wanted the backdrop, so that's why I'm sitting out here. Yeah, so we've changed the filter wall because it was getting so hot. It's supposed to be 90s here the next 2 days. So we had to change it again because stuff was getting a little too hot, and just to be safe. To be honest, you want to go into the winter a little bit dirty. You want it to be a little bit inefficient because you don't want it sucking in a bunch of air, cold air. You want to be a little difficult to suck air in because then it's trying to suck in the hot air. And having the whole container be a little warmer when it's 0 degrees and -10, that's a little bit beneficial because you're actually trying to kind of circulate some of that hot air. So our plan was to go to the winter with a little bit of crappy filters, more or less. Either being really dirty or actually we have some filters that we bought that aren't very good. We're going to put those on because they're not as breathable as normal filters. So, but we have no choice. It's too hot right now. We'll deal with the winter when the winter comes. So we have other things we can do, like we did last time. We blocked the bottom half of the container. Hell, we even thought about maybe blocking the bottom quarter and block the top quarter, so just the middle is open. So you've been pretty lucky this year. Yeah, we did. We really did until like the last 2 or 3 weeks, Mass Boost. You're right. We didn't. The dust was not an issue this year like it was last year. The last couple weeks, so those filters got a little bit more dirty from dust than normal. We had cotton got really bad there for a month though. I think that was May. They loaded up a cotton on us, kind of unexpectedly. So we didn't have that problem last year. So that was a new problem we ran into. Otherwise, storms were perfectly fine. Being so tucked in here behind this building, you know, that container's, it's tucked in pretty well to where it's not an issue. Storms are pretty much, you know, not a problem at all. So, otherwise, internet's been good. No power issues since the blizzard in January, I think it was, or February. I think it was February. It was a blizzard. We had to shut down. Otherwise, no, we've been pretty good this year. Yeah, I don't know. I was just going to jump on for about 30, 45 minutes. So guys ask me questions. Almost being ready to be able to talk about, you know, second location stuff. A lot of good news. A lot of things are different. We're changing for better and for worse. So we have a kind of a plan. Trying to figure out exactly what the plan is, but there is going to be a second. Just how we're going to do it. We're trying to figure that out still. So I don't have anything to announce on that yet. So it's kind of just I want to just kind of show up. All of you guys just ask me questions, and gotta go from there. Patrick, how many GPUs do you have left? Are you doing mining? No, none, 0. I'm not doing any GPU mining at all. I just have ASICs at home. I did just buy a couple S21 Pros though for my home, for the shed. So got that going. I've been kind of swapping out K Pros. I sold a couple K Pros. I actually deployed them here last week for clients that bought some K Pros. I'm kind of just swapping out what I have for now. But yeah, no GPUs. I've thought about it, you know, wanting to get back into it, but yeah, not really. I don't have time. You know how much time GPUs take, you know, changing algorithms or double checking stuff or whatever. I don't have time. So, you know, tonight, 7 o'clock, usually I get here, and I'm usually out of here by 8:30. I don't know how much work I have to do. So by the time I get home, I don't really want to go out in the dark, go out to the shed and do work, you know, troubleshoot GPUs. That doesn't sound very fun. So, yeah, maybe at some point I'll get back into it, but not right now. Is there anybody else doing any live stuff tonight? I didn't check. I just kind of thought I'd just do it. So hopefully I'm not live against anybody right now. I'm usually listening to music and working, so I'm usually not on YouTube at this time of the day. Hawk tomorrow. Wired Wednesday hasn't been on in a bit. Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, Hawk and them, they got that new place going, so they're busy. I know he's been doing something like Tuesday nights or something too. So, yeah. Yep. Yep. I need to put more videos out. I wish I have time. I'll have a lot more videos come out when we do the second location. New stuff, new, you know, build plan, problems we run into, and some of the stuff. So that'll be more interesting than just me walking around the container over and over again. So, yep. trying to think. I forgot what the miner was deploying tonight. It's clients that I'm swapping. He's got KA3, swapping with the new miner. I forgot. It's an L7? I don't think it's a big client. It's an L7. But yeah, I think that's doing tonight. Swapping miner for clients. I do have a couple clients turning off some miners tonight. A couple of the AL3s are getting turned off. So today's the first of the month, so I'm turning them off. Clients, want to quit running them. I'm going to send them back to them, so that's fine. So I'm going to do that tonight. And then kind of prepped a couple things for the heat tomorrow. Cleaned some stuff up, make sure some holes are covered. Because when it's 90 degrees tomorrow and Friday, you don't want to have any holes between your hot wall and your cold aisle and your hot aisle. So I'm gonna do some of that work tonight. Should be pretty quick though. We're gonna knock out a couple of those things pretty quick. So. I'm surprised you haven't come up here. Just being up the road. Actually, there was another YouTuber that might still be coming out. He was hoping by the end of the month. When it kind of works for his work, he's going to be in town here. When that happens, we're going to meet up. And he's going to come check it out. So. Pretty big YouTuber. You guys all know who he is. I'm just not going to say anything in case he can't do it or whatever. So, yeah. So that was gonna happen. Told him we're gonna get tacos. Can't go wrong there. Yeah, Mass Boots. I know. Whenever you're up here at night like this, let me know. I'm easy to hear everything. So. Well, I don't have anything else, guys. Hope you have more questions. I didn't know how it'd go either. I haven't done a live in forever, and it's kind of spur of the moment. My videos have been doing fine. I've been, I don't put much effort into them. So, but yeah, ask me questions, guys. Have anything new? Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys aren't in the ASIC mining sphere, Patrick and Mass, as much as others. I don't know if you have the answer to this, but I threw out to all my clients. I'm doing this at home as a test. I have an ocean pool datum running at home, and I am thinking about doing it for my clients here. So I have a datum server for ocean pool. So yes, they'd be mining to the node, server node here at the container. It still goes to the pool like normal. Everything looks normal on that end. Just they're mining straight to the node, and that would be something where they could save a little bit on the fees. That's the main thing. So what do you guys think of that? I didn't really want to make it public. I was thinking about it because I want to be the first one to do it. Some other hosting company would try to steal it, so I didn't want to make it too public. But I wanted to see what anyone had any thoughts on it. I don't know. From a technical standpoint, I have it working like it would here. I'm just testing it at home on some 10-year-old hardware, so it's not something I do here. I wouldn't trust it, but it's been working perfectly at home for, I don't know, 3 weeks now, 2.5, 3 weeks, no problem in my shed. So if I just get a little bit better equipment, it'll work just fine here. So from a technical standpoint, it's pretty simple, and just see what you guys thought. Chad, how big is your facility? So this facility is 1.2 megawatts. So the transformer there, it's a 1500 kVA, and it's feeding this entire building here. But the building is being used as storage mostly, kind of a warehouse. So there is a couple offices in there, but not much. But so we can't use the entire 1500 kVA. We can't max it out. We want to leave some space for what's in there. And they don't use, like I said, they don't use much. So it's nothing to worry about. But so we kind of limit ourselves like 1.2 megawatts and kind of go from there. So we're going to probably max out closer to 1 just because we want to have some headroom when it goes into the summer. So like right now we're fairly close to being maxed out just because it is so hot out, and that just causes issues. So yeah, give or take 1 megawatt, 1.2. Dumpster fire. You've given some good word of mouth and some X spaces the last couple weeks. I know about X posts. What spaces am I getting word of mouth from? I don't follow any spaces. To be honest, I've never seen one. So dumpster fire. You're gonna have to tell me what spaces they were, because I'm not aware of it. I didn't know. I know Ultratech has said some stuff about me and shared my information with people and said my name on X. And to be honest, this hat is from Ultratech. You can buy this on their website, their merchandise. I should say that. Speak of the devil, there he is. Other than I don't know about spaces. I don't know what you're talking about, dumpster fire. So yeah. Chad, also, we're running 2 sites with a total of 15 megawatts. Continuing to expand. That is awesome. 50 megawatts. That's a healthy number. So that would be give or take 4,500 machines, right? Give or take 300 to 275, or maybe it's more like 4,000 machines. That's a pretty big number of miners. That's pretty cool. Are we going to expand? Yes, we are planning to expand. Like I kind of said earlier, I don't have the plans on 100% in writing yet, but everything is looking good. So we will be doing an expansion. It'll be here local. And actually, this location is 15 minutes from my house. The new location will be 5 minutes from my house, which will be awesome. And so, I'll be able to take care of it just like I do now. But yeah, that's the plan. Is we'll be doing that here soon. And I'll have more information on it. So, yep. So Ultratech, how you doing? I was mentioning you, and then you joined the chat, so that's cool. Okay, Master, private pools would be a thing I would think of posting. Yes and no. So when I do the ocean pool datum, I'm not technically a pool. I'm just running the datum for the pool, more or less. So it's gonna show up in the pool like normal. It's gonna pay out from the pool like normal. That's the thing that would scare me is if you're doing your own mining, then yes, running your own pool for your own miners at your own facility makes complete sense. You save that 3% or 2% or whatever that fee is. But it depends how big you are, because then you don't get the PPS payments where it's not flat. You have to actually be big enough to find enough blocks, to make it not up and down. But me as a hoster, I do not want to touch people's coins and what they mine. I don't want to deal with it. So the datum scares me a little bit, because if it goes down, it's a problem. The problem is, the thing about that is, I could set up the normal ocean pool is the second option on everybody's miner. So if the datum goes down, it just converts back to normal ocean pool mining. So I can avoid that problem of the hardware not doing what I want it to. So yeah, private pools would be a thing if I had my own mining farm, and I had a healthy enough farm to where I'm going to find enough blocks over time to not, you're going to pay the bills. If you never find a block, you're not big enough to find blocks by yourself, then you just won't be on a pool, because you get that steady PPS income. So, Northern Crypto, hi everybody, October's here. Yeah, today was a good day. I think it went up to 17 something right now. I looked a couple hours ago, so maybe it's not up now, but I know it went up today. That's all. I don't look too hard, because as long as it's not 80, it's fine. If it's up anywhere over 100, it's great. I know there's a huge difficulty adjustment I think is going into effect tonight. So I think it was like a 4 or 5, 6% difficulty adjustment. So that kind of sucks. I think that's the third big adjustment in a row. But yeah, that's yeah. So I know that's happening. But yeah, it'll be October. Yeah, I mean, as long as Bitcoin's doing fine, I don't care too much. Yeah, thanks, Altair. Yeah, yep, just here working. Yeah, that's all we do. How you doing, Truck Danger? Chad, what benefits of the Ocean node, and how hard is it to set up? So the benefit is, the only real benefit is, if you mine on Ocean Pool like normal, it's a 2% fee. And by the way, I'm hoping I'm not lagging too much. On my end, it doesn't look very good, so I'm hoping it's not too bad on your guys' end. Okay, so on Ocean Pool, it's a 2% fee. If you do the datum node, it's a 1% fee. Now, to set it up, you need to be able to run a node on preferably knots, Bitcoin knots node, and then you need 2 terabytes. So I have it running on 10-year-old hardware at home with a 1 terabyte spinning hard drive. Just some old stuff I had. It works. It runs. I bet you if I had a bunch of machines on there, it wouldn't do very good. So I would buy a $300, $400 computer, buy a 2 terabyte hard drive, and it'd probably run just fine. And so, how hard is it to set up? Actually, it was pretty simple. I did it myself, and I'm not the most technical guy. Now, I learned how to do some VMs and some stuff like that a couple years ago, so like it wasn't too hard for me to figure it out. There's some good videos on how to do it. Umbro OS, go in there. It has a knots node. It's just a couple clicks. You can download it. Once that's set up, Datum's just a couple clicks. You can download it. And then I did have one of the Ocean Pool developers and one of the techie guys for Ocean Pool. He was messaging me and helping out a little bit. But the only thing he really helped me with is making sure that I had it set up to test it to where it's the miner, which in this case me, is mining through the pool like normal. Because if I have 10 clients on there, I want them to be paid out like normal through the pool. I don't want me to get credited. So I just wanted to double check the settings. So but yeah, I got it going, got it set up. I could do it again pretty quick. It wasn't too hard. There wasn't great how-to videos on it though, but it wasn't hard given some of the stuff I had learned in the past. I guess is how I would say it. So, okay, Ultratech. Do you have a favorite miner at the moment? I don't. I don't know. I like the AlphaPex. Sorry, I didn't realize I was not steady. I like the AlphaPex Litecoin, Dogecoin miners. They were pretty good. From a Bitcoin mining standpoint, the Cannon Pro was okay. I mean, like, I liked it. It was fine. I do like the BitDeer. I wish the BitDeer was just a touch cheaper to where, it's not the same price as the equivalent Bitmain miners. Is that what I'm trying to say is, I wish it was just a touch cheaper. Like, so if the S21 Plus was $4,000, let's say, I wish the BitDeer was like $37.5 or $38, where it was a touch cheaper. That would make it my favorite. But if it's like the same price, it's tough to go that route. I'd still probably lean the BitDeers, the A2s. I'm pretty excited about the A Pros coming out because those are pretty good. The price on those, I think Ultra, you have already listed on your website coming out in November. I think they were like $43. That's a pretty good price. Because those are like equivalent to like the Pros and stuff, that maybe a touch better. So I like those. I would say that would be the route I'm going. Would be I keep an eye on those BitDeers, not just go Bitmain. Bitmain's been hit or miss here lately. I know I've had some more issues with the L9s than I would like. They've been a little more finicky. So the L11s, they're not a huge jump, so maybe it shouldn't scare me as much. But just in general, the L9's been a little more crappy. But yeah, I'd say stick BitDeer, A2s, or pre-order the A2 Pros here, which should be coming out next month. So, Shad, we are self-mining on 10. We're launching a BTC mining fund for the other 5 megawatts. For your host, do you think it's better hosting at a high kilowatt rate or lower rate with monthly management fee? So that's a great question. Because okay, first off, you mine it on 10 and you're doing a mining fund for the 5. I know I've been asked about the mining fund stuff where you buy in type of thing. I'm not smart enough to set it up and do that. I know that's a thing. I haven't looked into it too much because I was never doing it. Mining on your own 10, that's crazy. That's awesome. That'd be a dream of mine. Okay, so the question is it better to host at a higher kilowatt and no fees, or at a lower kilowatt and have some fees? So in the end, you're gonna eat. In general, you should equal out the same. Now, I would add to that, there's other hosting companies that they might charge a lower fee, but then they make you buy their miners and charge you, an upcharge, let's say, on those miners themselves. So you pay extra for the miner up front, but then your monthly is cheap. So that's just another business model. If I had the ability to do any of them and make the same amount of money, okay, let's just say that. So it's not one way is going to be better or worse for my bottom dollar. I'm going to make the same no matter what. I would do the higher kilowatt price, but the no extras added, no extra fees. Find the cheapest miner we can through Ultratech or other vendors that we can get the best price for. That's the route I do now. Even if I could change it, I wouldn't. I keep that the same business model, because yes, the clients, maybe they don't see all the extra fees, they just see the low price. And I know that's why companies do it. You get in the door like, ooh, this is 6 cents, 7 cents, 8 cents. Ooh, I want to go look at that. But then they don't read the fine print, more or less. Or they don't see, oh, I have to buy this miner, or I could get that same miner for $500 cheaper over here, or $1,000. Some of those miners are $1,000 cheaper through Ultratech compared to some of those hosting companies. So, they don't do the whole math. And so I don't like that. I like my number to be a number where the guys know what it is. It's never going to change. Or it's only going to go down, but it's not going to oh, why is my bill $40 higher? Oh, because I had to clean your fans, or I had to do this. No. I want to do the same every month so guys know what's going on. It's easier for me. It's easier for my clients to know what they're signing up for, and to know that, it's going to work, and it's going to be no surprises. So, yeah, so that'd be my choice, Chad. Live for 27 minutes. We'll do a little bit longer. I'm going to get to work. Start knocking out some of this stuff. Any more questions? Those are good questions, Chad. It's kind of interesting, from someone like you that I know you know what you're talking about. If you're running 10 plus 5 megawatts, I know you know how this works. That's some really good questions. By the way, this hat, like I said earlier, from Ultratech. Okay, I think that's backwards on you guys, but they sent me the hat. I like it. It's gonna get sweaty though. Not right now though. It's actually pretty nice out. So it's getting dark early, and so at 7:30, it's probably 74 degrees out, give or take. A little wind. So yeah, it's usually that sun goes down, it gets cold, which is great. It'll be sweatshirt weather here. I wish it wasn't sweatshirt weather. It's 90 degree days the next 2 days is not cool. It's not fun. All right, any more questions, guys? People bouncing in and out. Any hosting questions? Anything I can show you? That's good. Sun going down. Actually, no, that's light on the building. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, there's got a red light in there. I gotta go figure that one out. Actually, you know what? I know what it is. I know what that is. Yeah, see what it looks like in there. See some other greens and stuff. That one red light, very obvious. Yeah, I know exactly which miner that is, though. All right, well, I am gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna get to work here, and I appreciate everyone checking this out. Like I said, I was just kind of hanging out today, doing my thing, and I'm like, wait, I should go live tonight, just cause. So I haven't done this for a while. I think the last one was like 8 or 9 months ago. So I know once the containers start getting a little more filled, you guys couldn't hear me in there, so I couldn't do the live anymore. But I figured I'd try it, sit out here and just talk. But like I said, I'll have a lot more information, a lot more stuff going up about the second build and stuff. And so kind of want to get a couple things figured out. We'll kind of go from there. But yeah, should be exciting. So thank you guys. Thank everyone for coming. Thank you for checking out this live. You guys have a good day.